Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. This was part of the Christmas dinner stuff that I made, and this is kind of cheating doing bread making this way. I used the bread machine to start it, and then I added water to it because it was way too dry from the machine. I should have checked on it sooner, but I was busy doing everything else that I was doing that day. I spent a lot of time in the kitchen. So as you saw, I went ahead and put away the stuff from baking or from making the roast first, and then I moved the camera so that you can get a better idea of what I am doing measurement wise. And I will leave the recipe down below. My standard bread recipe, I could not find the recipe card anywhere, and come to find out it was out here on my printer from last time I did a description box. So this is a standard no knead bread recipe. It's super simple. It's basically flour and instant yeast and a little bit of salt and some water and whatnot. I will leave it down below in the box. Basically I just kind of put it in the machine and then hit dough. So it was on the dough setting, and this has been in the cabinet for so long. I have not used this thing. My mom used to use the bread machine all the time, and there I am setting it to the dough setting. Again, it's kind of cheating to do dough this way, and then I did take it out and knead it just a little bit because I had to add some water back into it, and then I let it rise on the stove, and then the rest is history. I did steal 2 other video clips from the other recordings. But yeah, so this is super easy. It's basically you just put in the machine, let it go, and then the next part I explain what I'm doing, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Okay, so I could not find my actual bread recipe, but I had another one that's a no-knead kind of bread recipe, and because I had so many other things to make, I went ahead and made the bread in the bread machine. I do have a bread machine, but this feels a little dry. That's not good. Let me get some water. So what I plan on doing is separating this out. I'm going to be making something like a French loaf or a bruschetta kind of bread. So I wanted the dough ready for me, and it beeped a little bit ago, but oh, that came out nice and clean. Yeah, it needs some moisture. I got the oven on. This recipe says 450, so I'm gonna do 450 for it, and it says 450 for like 15 to 30 minutes. So the other one I use is 375. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this worked out, separated, and then put it on the baking tray. So I figured I'd show you at least this process. Try and get some moisture worked back into it, because it was a little dry on the top. And these are making these for the cheese logs, which are still in the freezer because they were not quite done. So there's one. This should be good for another one. And yes, I know I'm missing a fingernail with polish on it that came off when I was washing dishes, so I'm not too worried about that. But I'm trying to maintain the rounded shape. There's the other one. Now your hands will be disgusting. I've got to go move the bread machine off the counter, and as the oven preheats, I'm going to let this sit on the stove and rise, and then I will toss it in the oven, and then I will show it to you at the end. And I have to clean my counter again.
Hey, grab a cheese while I got a thingy for me and a butcher knife. It's in the fridge. It only had to be in the freezer to form. Might as well grab out a couple of small bread plates or something. Off the counter off, and I got bread pieces all over it.
Some people's kids.
Yeah, well. By the way, I got you back up and running.
I'm running
You're running.
for the moment.
And I accidentally logged in on a lone character, so I was like, wait a minute. He wasn't on a warrior, he was on a paladin.
Yeah, it starts back up always on the top one.
Hacksaw or something like that. Alright, grab a butcher knife. Because you're going to need it for the, yeah, you got to get one. The last one I had out, I washed. In the drawer over there, next to the sink. Don't you, yours might hurt for a minute, mine will last a whole lot longer. Turd. So this is the pre-roast beef stuff. But I think that's the cranberry and pistachio one, or yeah, cranberry and pistachio. The one on the bottom was the pumpkin seed and
They were side by side.
the first one closest in is the cranberry and pistachio. The other one is the pumpkin seed and cherry. So
Well, I grabbed the outer one.
it doesn't matter. I just letting you know. I know I'm cutting at a fucking angle, and this bread is hard.
I see that.
But it's supposed to be bruschetta, so technically it's supposed to be hard. And this one here blew the fuck up.
Cut it that way. I presume this is my plate.
It doesn't matter.
Get the fuck off my land is over there picking up every leaf and pine needle in the yard.
Has he got his fingers out? Alright, do you want me just to spread it on, or you want me just to leave it on the plate? It might just be easier to spread it on out here.
Oh, that's supposed to be a spread?
I think so.
Uh-oh. It don't look like it's spreading too good.
Well, that's the butt piece.
Look at that.
Ah! It's just... Well, that didn't work.
That didn't work.
They just squashed it to the counter instead. I think it's supposed to be a spread. I don't know. It doesn't say how you're supposed to eat it. It just tells you how to make it. Well, if that's one way to eat it. Back to your little butt piece. I wasn't looking, I promise. There. It's a sandwich. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Got teeth left?
It's gonna break my crown again.
I better not. She just put that back on.
And she said this is only temporary.
Yay, nay.
What?
Oh fuck! I forgot. You're supposed to drizzle it with honey. I got the honey out. I can. You want to get a spoon? Because the spoon I got out for that I ended up using for something else. I can drizzle it after.
Uncle Henry's dead.
Yeah. Mandy wasn't doing too good last time I talked to her either, health-wise. She's got fibromyalgia like I do. Get a big spoon. Get a big spoon. Big spoon. What? Every time I go to smear it towards the edge so it's more even, it... Maybe that'll help with how bad it bites. And I'll tell you what, that stuff has a kick to it. I got a smear spot there, maybe so. No smeary spots. And I'll be able to judge by the cabbage on the top of the roast how well the roast is doing. It's a little dense right now. I need it to soften up. So, bread's actually pretty good. A little drier than I wanted. But when I would take it out of that thing, it was all crusty on top, too dry. I had to put some water back in it. I like it. It's good. Especially with the honey on it. What do you think?
I haven't had a piece yet.
Oh. Yeah, you did, Joey. Hey, Dad. Well, the roast is tender enough to cut it with that, so. You gotta turn it sideways, dummy.
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 You have the fucking bread.
Well, it's for the stuff, but I figured I'd use it to soak up juices. I mean, the inside is nice, but the bread machine like dried it out. Maybe because I didn't put enough water in it, or I mean, it was only as soon as it beeped, I came out and messed with it. Maybe I should have watched it a little closer. I don't know. I mean, we haven't used that bread machine in decades.
Yep.
I think Mom was the last one that used it. That was 20 years ago, give or take.
Divorced her in 2002.
No, you divorced her in Christmas of 2001. I was 21 when you guys told me you were getting divorced, and you were divorced by Christmas Eve that year. Told me at Ruby Tuesdays on my 21st birthday. God, this stuff is rough. Yeah, I peed all. I have, and the funny thing is, my silicone thing's right here. Hot? Hot. You're not gonna put no sour cream on your stuff?
No damn sour cream.
You want some bread?
Nope. You have that damn bread. Got no mouth left. Don't want it.
And that is dinner.